Here's a weird question. If school really is the key to success, why did some of the richest people on Earth never finish it? Some dropped out before their second semester. Others piled up degrees like they were stacking trophies. But all of them built something worth billions. So, how much did school actually have to do with it? Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, MacKenzie Scott, Warren Buffett. You know their names, but not the real story behind their rise. Because what they studied, or didn't study, might just surprise you. Elon Musk almost started a PhD, dropped out after 2 days. Zuckerberg left Harvard to build Facebook in his dorm. MacKenzie studied Greek and Latin and helped build Amazon. One of them never finished college twice. Another used an engineering degree to take over an entire telecom industry. So yeah, college or no college, there's no one-size-fits-all formula for success. And today we're breaking down how the richest people in the world actually got educated and what you can take from their stories. Welcome to Pillar Behind the Brand series, where we don't just tell stories, we uncover the disruptors, the risk-takers, the rebels, who challenged traditional paths and built empires in their own way. This is where bold ambition meets unconventional thinking. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe, because every episode takes you inside the minds that dared to rewrite the rules. Let's dive in. Before we dive into the countdown, let's get one thing straight. This isn't a school versus street debate. It's bigger than that, because while some of these billionaires dropped out, they never stopped learning. Some followed the rules. Others rewrote the whole playbook. Let's break it down real quick. A few bailed on school to chase big ideas. Musk, Zuck, others stacked elite degrees like weapons. Bezos, Buffett, and some learned everything outside the classroom. So what's the point? Degrees can open doors, but execution kicks them down. Let's meet the billionaires. Number 10, Michael Dell, Dell Technologies. Michael Dell enrolled at the University of Texas to study pre-med. Yep, the guy behind Dell Computers was supposed to be a doctor, but at 19, he dropped out. Why? He was too busy building PCs from his dorm room and making more money than most professors. That dorm room hustle became Dell Technologies, a $90 billion legacy. Lesson: sometimes the best education isn't in a classroom, it's in your side hustle. Number 9, Françoise Bettencourt Meyers, L'Oreal. Françoise didn't study business, no economics, no marketing. She studied Greek and Latin literature. And yet, she's the richest woman on Earth. She inherited L'Oreal, sure, but under her leadership it grew into a global powerhouse. Her net worth, around $99 billion. Lesson? You don't need a business degree to build a business. What matters is what you do when power lands in your hands. Number 8, Sergey Brin, Google. Sergey Brin was deep into a PhD at Stanford, working on complex math and computer science problems. Then, boom, he teams up with Larry Page, and their little research project turns into a global verb, Google. Yeah. He literally left a PhD to build the world's biggest search engine. Fast forward, billions of searches per day. And Sergey, sitting on $170 billion. Lesson? Sometimes your thesis isn't meant for a professor, it's meant for the world. Number 7, Larry Ellison. Larry Ellison dropped out of not one but 2 universities. Tried pre-med, hated it, switched schools, still wasn't feeling it. So he did what every dropout dreams of, built a multi-billion-dollar software empire from scratch. That empire? Oracle. His net worth? Over $200 billion. Let that sink in. His lesson, dropping out isn't the flex. What you do after is what separates the bold from the broke. Number 6. Carlos Slim Helú. Carlos Slim didn't drop out. In fact, he studied civil engineering at the National Autonomous University of Mexico. And while most of us were still figuring out how to pass math, Slim was investing his pocket money and building businesses on the side. He used his engineering mind not to build bridges, but to build a telecom empire across Latin America. Today, he's worth over $100 billion. Lesson? A degree won't make you rich, but if you know how to apply it, it just might make you unstoppable. Number 5. Mark Zuckerberg. Here comes the hoodie-wearing Harvard kid who built a $200 billion empire between classes and microwave noodles. Mark Zuckerberg studied psychology and computer science. But in his second year, he bounced. Why? He had code to write. That code became Facebook. And the rest? Just a few billion friends later. Today, Zuck's worth over $210 billion and runs one of the most powerful tech companies on Earth. Lesson? Sometimes one good idea, executed relentlessly, is worth more than 4 years and a degree. Number 4. MacKenzie Scott. MacKenzie Scott studied English literature at Princeton. Not business, not tech, not finance, just words. But those words helped her edit Jeff Bezos' early Amazon business plan and shape the startup that would redefine how the world shops. After their divorce, she walked away with a fortune and started giving it away faster than anyone in history. Her net worth? Around $60 billion. Her donations? Over $14 billion. No boardrooms, no buzz, just massive impact. Lesson: humanities degrees don't make you soft. In the right hands, they shape the world. Number 3. Elon Musk. Elon Musk has 2 degrees, physics and economics from UPenn. Then he got accepted into Stanford for a PhD in energy physics and quit after just 2 days. Why? Because he had businesses to build. Zip2, PayPal, Tesla, SpaceX, Neuralink X. This man launches rockets, builds cars, tweets stock prices, and somehow still finds time to shake up the internet. Current net worth? Around $400 billion, highest on this list. Lesson: a PhD might have earned him respect, but dropping out earned him the future. Number 2. Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos isn't a dropout. He went full nerd mode at Princeton, majored in electrical engineering and computer science, graduated, landed a Wall Street job, crushed it. Then in 1994, he quit his cushy finance gig and started selling books online in his garage. That site? Amazon. Today, it sells everything, owns everything, and is worth more than most countries. Bezos himself? Worth over $230 billion. Lesson: sometimes the degree matters, but it's the guts to walk away from comfort that changes everything. Number 1, Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett didn't drop out, didn't pivot, didn't code in a dorm room. He studied business at the University of Nebraska, then got his master's in economics at Columbia, learning directly from investing legend Benjamin Graham. Buffett didn't build rockets or social networks. He built wealth, one smart investment at a time. Today, he's worth $146 billion. Lesson: degrees matter. So does mentorship. But above all, patience, discipline, long-term thinking. That's the real billionaire formula. So, what did we learn from the 10 richest people alive? Some had elite degrees. Others walked out of class and never looked back. But whether they studied business, physics, or poetry, one thing was always true. The degree wasn't the defining factor. The drive was. They stayed curious. They took risks. They built relentlessly. And they never waited for permission. Whether you're in school or not, your success starts with what you decide to do next. Which of these billionaires surprised you the most? Did someone deserve a spot on this list that we missed? Drop it in the comments. If this episode shifted your mindset, hit that like button. It fuels us to bring you more eye-opening stories. And if you haven't already, subscribe to Pillar Behind the Brand series. The next big story is already unfolding, and trust us, you won't want to miss it.